Hello, hello. My name is Kandar, and in this video, I will recite the poem "The British" by Benjamin Zephaniah, and also I will analysis about who is probably the speaker of this poem. So the first one, I will recite the poem "The British" by Benjamin Zephaniah, self 60 million. Take some pig, sail, and sailors. I let them settle. Then overran them with Roman conquerors. Removed the Romans after approximately 400 years, at lot of Norman, French, to some English, Saxon, Jutes, and Vikings. Then still vigorously. Mix some hot Chileans, cool Jamaicans, Dominicans, Trinidadians, and Bajams with some Ethiopians, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Sudanese. Then take a blend of Somalian, Sri Lankans, Nigerians, and Pakistanis. Combine with some Guyanese and turn up the heat. Sprinkle some fresh Indians, Malaysians, Bosnians, Iraqis, and Bangladeshis, together with some Afghans, Spanish, Turkish, Kurdish, Japanese, and Palestinians. Then add to the melting pot. Leave the ingredients to simmer. As they mix a blend, allow the language to flourish, binding them together with English. Allow time to be cool. Add some unity, understanding, and respect for the future. Serve with justice and enjoy. Note, all the ingredients are actually important. Treating one ingredient better than another will leave a bitter, unpleasant taste. Warning: an unequal spread of justice will match the pain. Give justice and equality to all. Alright, so I move to the analysis of the poem. So, who is probably the speaker of this poem? For I think that the speaker of this poem is not like one person, but I think this speaker of the poem is like a representative of a group or maybe ethnic in the English that shape the English identity. Like if we read the poem, we know that the poem is have a style like a recipe or the step by step how to cook something, right? That I think how what we cook is the English identity. That the ingredients is not like meat or anything else, but it's changed to every culture or maybe every race, every ethnic that have in the English country, and them the ethnic will blend and make the English to their yeah, identity as now. So why I say that is representative one person that representative the riches of the ethnic in the English country that shape their identity. So I take the example of in the stanza 2. The stanza 2 is remove the Romans after approximately 400 years, add lots of Norman French to some English, Saxon, Jutes, and Vikings, then still vigorously. If we read this stanza, we know that remove the Romans after approximately 400 years and so on is a history of the English that before a long time ago English is not like a country but uh, like a desert. Then the Romans Empire come and conquer the English, and then after the down of the Romans, uh, there come Anglos, Saxons, Jutes, and Vikings, ethnic that from Germanic on from Scandinavian country to the English. But we if we relate it with the what probably the speaker of this poem, if we analyze one by one, the the word remove itself we can describe as a thing that as a thing that is a representation of the peoples or maybe the ethnies that come temporary coming to the English and going. So what I want to say that the move is a metaphor about how the Roman Empire go from the Britain. It shows us the difference ingredients, or maybe we say peoples, are temporarily coming and going. So English is not made by one person, but the identity of the English itself is made. The history of the English itself is made by many culture, many ethnies that coming and going to the English. About the Romans, I think the Romance is referred to the single person or maybe the single group that conquered the English. But the Roman itself, it's not. If I say that the English itself is not built by one single person or one single group. That's the group itself in his stanza is a Roman. But the English itself is made by many culture. That's the poem say remove the Roman Empire. So not only one the Romans, but the English is made by many culture, many ethnies. After approximately 400 years, it's like the time passed away. That history of the English, that the Romans conquered the English. So both line two is add lots of Norman French to some English, Saxons, Jutes, and Viking. If we look at the word add, I think the add is like the continuous of the history of the sea. That language suggests the mixing of the ethnicity. So like when Roman Empire that represented as a big group of English go, English identity itself is built by the mixing of the peoples. Yeah, there are a lot of Norman French, there are English, there are Saxon, there are Jute, Viking, and black, and they are mixing their identity and their cultures. That the mixing itself, it shaped the English identity now. Lots of Norman French, I think, because in the English like now, the major influence of the culture is dominated by the Norman French. Because if we take closer to the how the history of the English language, we know that the main the main of the English language source is from the Norman French, and like in the in the Germanic, and in the Norman, and the French, and also all. So that makes the English and English language is not only made by one single group or one single ethnic, but it's a mixing of the many ethnies and many culture that shape their identity of the English. To some Anglo-Saxon Jews and Viking, we know that these groups is the group that before before the Normans French come to the English, that they are already live in the English, and then steer vigorously. I think steer vigorously, that mean that's every ethnic, every culture that have in the English, then blend their culture, their habits is blend, and and shape the English identity. So what I say, that the speaker is a person that representative the identity of the British, that is made by many culture and many ethnics, because of the history of the English itself, that the English country and English language is made not by one person, but it's made by many ethnies, many culture, that is blend and mixing, and make them the English identity. So I think that's all for my analysis, and thank you.